Hello, dear colleagues. So awesome to see you all again. In this session, we are going to discuss an effective method for teaching young learners that can bring a lot of benefits if used correctly: color-coded materials. Why do I think this method works so well in elementary classrooms? Because it caters to visual and interactive learning styles. It also helps students develop important 21st century skills such as creativity, critical thinking, problem solving, and collaboration. So let's take a closer look at how this method works in practice. Organize materials by color. This approach can be used in many different ways depending on what you want to teach and what you have available. If you are teaching young learners, for example, you could provide them with a set of colored blocks or counters and ask them to sort them by color. If you are teaching older students, you could give them a deck of playing cards and ask them to sort them by suit. You could also use a whiteboard or projector to display a range of different colored shapes and ask your students to sort them into the correct colored boxes, or you could provide students with a set of colored sticky notes and ask them to sort them by color. Make sure the activity is age appropriate. When planning a lesson, consider the age and ability of your students. Choose activities that are challenging but not too difficult for them. For example, if you are working with preschoolers, you may want to use large, brightly colored blocks that are easy for small hands to manipulate. If you are working with first graders, you may want to use smaller blocks or counters along with a sorting mat that has different colored sections for them to place the items in. Incorporate student input. Whenever possible, get your students involved in the planning and preparation stages of the lesson. This will help them to feel ownership over their learning and make the activity more engaging for them. For example, you could ask your students to help you gather the materials that you will need for the lesson or to help you set up the sorting activity. Encourage collaboration. Group work can be an effective way for students to learn from one another and develop important social skills. If you are working with younger students, you may want to have them work in pairs or small groups of 3. If you are working with older students, you may want to have them work in larger groups or even have them rotate through different stations where they complete different sorting tasks. Use colorful, tactile materials. The use of color and texture can make the learning experience more engaging and enjoyable for students. If possible, try to use materials that are both visually appealing and tactily stimulating. This can be especially effective for young learners who learn best through hands-on activities. Provide opportunities for reflection. After the activity is over, take some time to reflect on what students have learned. Ask them to share their strategies for sorting the materials and discuss any challenges that they faced. You can also have students complete a quick exit ticket summarizing the main points of the lesson. If you are looking for more ideas on how to use color coding in the classroom, there are many great resources available online. Simply do a quick search for color-coded learning activities or color-coded classroom ideas. You will find a wealth of information that can help you plan fun and engaging lessons for your students. So give it a try and let us know how it goes. We would love to hear about your experiences using the color-coded materials method in your classroom. Remember to share this video with your fellow teachers, and we will see you next time.